Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 14 of our series, and the blue butterfly was red-blooded. So we had the whole family, Mother Monica, kids Valentina, Chloe, and Vittorio Emanuele into the taxi back to the hotel. Chloe was in red eyes because she was sobbing of so much she had been crying just while they were waiting for the taxi. Vittorio was so hungry and carrying like 2 boxes of food and just, sneaking into chicken and chicken curry and rice and this kind of thing, just grabbing food and eating in silence. Mother Monica didn't know what to think about it. And Valentina was like, I'm glad this is over. I'll be back tomorrow and this is the last thing. Still they were trying to recompose themselves and sort it out how everything had been going on in this very busy weekend. She was trying to see if she could perhaps find the secret society or how she could, try to find other books about butterflies and butterfly stories, and if she could connect and get into that somehow, because it was over. And magic was out there, even though not many people believed it anymore. If she was going to find this guy again, or ever see them again. They were silent all the way to the hostel, and there they packed everything. Mother Monica said, tomorrow we wake up, get breakfast, and we are finally going home. So that's what they did. They slept well and still having too many thoughts, especially the mother in her head. Kids slept like angels, and next morning they were all starving into food and everything, like whole tempest had just passed through them. So they got some snack and coffee, espresso and everything, and just straight to the train station. What is the next train to Monrose? And the cashier, oh, you're here, back again. It was the same woman. They said, oh. Said, yes. 2 adult singles and 2 kids, 10 and 12, just one way. They said, to return? No, just one way, thank you. Get your credit card, so payment for the tickets. And she didn't even want to keep looking. And she looked at Chloe. Chloe had recognized her and said, Mom. Like this, when you say, Mom? Yes, I know. Magic has been following us somehow. She just said, And so they got into the train in silence again, and no more hints, nothing else, and back to home. Tired, organize their little things. Kids, please do the homework. Don't forget your book. Look, there's a pair of shoes here just in the middle of the living room, and all these kind of things mothers always do and kids always keep doing. So that was it. Next morning, she took them to school. Of course, Sunday, Valentina and the boyfriend just, Mom, he's going to come here. Okay, so they were just like, they're like, you know, nail and finger connected, and the small ones doing the homework. She had all the housework to do and organize the things because next morning she would be teaching as well. So that was it. They organized. They didn't want to talk about it. It had been enough for the whole weekend and everything. And so next morning, into school, kids in one place, then Vittorio Manuel in one part of the school, then Chloe a little 10 minutes later, and Valentina is on her way to college, and that was it. She entered her school, and of course there are many questions. What happened? Where have you been? You said, did you manage your stuff and this kind of thing? How was your weekend? We thought we were worried because we received the message and still had to check if everything was all right. She said, oh, everything is all right. Oh, we've got this package delivered here today for you. This is it. So there's just written, Teacher Monica. So she opened it up. It was the same card box. No return address or names on it. Said, who did it? Did you get it from? Said, oh, I don't know, somebody got it. They said, please, we thought it was from one of your students. Of course, she had received gifts from students and even parents in the past, or maybe it was something, and also some, of course, some post things. So she just got it, opened it up, the same kind of card box, you know. Opened it up, and it was just written, handwritten on a piece of paper. Thank you. That was it. So she got into the classroom teaching science to 7th grade students, you know. Open the book, science class, page number 13. Have a look, unit 2. They open up, and the class was about the blue butterflies of Scotland and endangered species. Strange. She did think everything was strange and weird and phantasmagorical, almost, just like living. And you know what she did? She asked the students, we need to save a blue butterfly. And the blue butterfly is imprisoned in a magic book in the Jaded Palace. And it's a mysterious butterfly, which we need to save from real life. It's magical, a magical butterfly. And I want you to draw, write, do whatever you wish with these pieces of paper. And she went distributing sheets of paper to her students to save the butterfly. We need to save it from people who don't believe that a butterfly can change the world and can carry in its wings all the power and the mystery of the stories and storytelling. And her students were all pumped up. I want to help. I want to help, Teacher Monica. I want to do this. I want to save like this. Look, I know. I have a strategy. I know how to do that. And she felt the powerful power of believing. And this is how we end our story tonight. And for being the last episode, I want to thank you. And thank you all the stories that you have been reading, writing, thinking of. And I want to ask you to keep those stories alive with you, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, and no matter how grown up you are. Just keep believing and following the blue butterflies. Always. That's it. End of the story. 14th episode by Margaret Stewart. Thank you.